it is torrential downpour right now. So instead, we're switching up our plans. Good morning from Hong Kong.
We've had the most awesome last few weeks. My family was visiting. We wanted to be super present, so we haven't posted anything for a couple of weeks, obviously, but here are some of the highlights.
Now, it's time to explore Hong Kong.
So we've been in Hong Kong for about a day and a half now, and a good chunk of our time has actually been spent in malls, which if you've seen our previous videos, isn't usually our cup of tea, but here they are so insanely cool. Look at this. Another part of the reason that we've spent a decent amount of time in the malls is because they seem to connect the metro stops. So that's very convenient when it's been raining outside. So easy.
Two things I've noticed since we arrived in Hong Kong that I'm absolutely loving. One is that everyone just stands on the right side of the escalators by default, which makes it so much easier. And then two is they have these, they're called Octopus cards, and it's basically your city transit, metro card, all that kind of stuff, except it's also a payment card that you can use in, I don't think there's been a single shop that we've been to that we haven't been able to use that. So man, Hong Kong has some crazy things figured out. Everything is so efficient. We are loving it here.
So our first stop of the day is the Central Market. So this is actually the second iteration of this market. The first one was done in 1842. This one, although rebuilt and re-renovated and renamed several times, it's been around since 1850, so it's really, really old. Everything on first impression is so different than any of the other markets that we've been to around Asia. It's so modern and clean, it's all organized, it's crazy different, it's really beautiful. I mean, you're not gonna not.
So if you watched our last video, we did a cafe tour through Hanoi, and the funny thing was Victoria couldn't give any of the cafes anything but a 10. Let's see what she thinks of this coffee. 1 to 10, what would you give this coffee?
Oh, 10.
Told ya.
So this little munchkin only took a 15-minute nap this morning, so it's looking like we're gonna have a nap on the go, right, baby? Yeah. So this market also features this incredible exhibit space called Designing Circularity. So it's the Netherlands and the Hong Kong,
South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as.
This market also features this incredible exhibit space called Designing Circularity. So it's using examples from the Netherlands and Hong Kong about how we can actually reuse and reduce and recycle all of the things that we're using on this earth. It's really inspiring. On the sign back there, it was saying that we collectively are using the resources and energy of 1.7 Earths as a globe. That's crazy. So these are all these really creative ways of how we could lower that to actually be sustainable. Everything here is just so much more organized than at home. Even the staircases are labeled. You go up this way and down the other way.
Well, this has been one of the most amazing markets I've ever been to in my life. We originally expected to be here for like 20 minutes. It's been well over an hour, if not an hour and a half. Our next stop is about a 15-minute walk outside, and it's pouring rain, so we're gonna put the camera away, but we'll see you then. Okay, just kidding. We thought we were gonna be taking a 15-minute walk to our next spot. It is torrential downpour right now. So instead, we're switching up our plans, and we're gonna hop on the tram and take a little bit of a tour of the city. Maybe stay a little drier than we were going to.
These trams have been on the road since 1904. They were shipped over in pieces by the UK and then built here in Hong Kong. Now it's essentially just public transportation, but the top used to be for first class passengers and then the lower level used to be third class passengers. I never know what happens to the second class. I don't know why they just leave that one out, but it's been pretty fun to ride. A little bit chaotic and a little bit hot, but still pretty fun to see the city.
We ended up back at the Central Market. We were both hungry, a little grumpy, and when we were here the first time, we saw all of this amazing food, so we decided to come back, get some food, try and wait out the rain, but it looks like it's still pouring. But we're gonna eat this delicious food, regroup, and come up with a new plan.
This tastes like what I had in Kuala Lumpur almost every single day. It's a curry stew with noodles. It had chicken skewers that I polished because that's the best part of any meal, obviously. With lemongrass and curry. It's a little bit spicy. It's delicious. Well, that was delicious, but something else caught our eye earlier, so we're gonna get something sweet.
One of the things that we've noticed since arriving in Hong Kong is that the pastry game here is absolutely insane. So far we've been able to hold ourselves back, but when they look this good, how do you not?
Wow. Pistachio chocolate mousse cake, insane. Not normally a cake person, but mousse, totally different story. And when it looks like this, how can you not? Wow.
When it comes to desserts, you can tell Victoria has a sibling because she always wants to share. I have a sibling too, but you'd swear I was an only child because I always want to get my own. I got a blueberry cheese mousse cake and I cannot wait to dive in.
Ryan obviously loves me a lot because he still always gives me a bite. Well, we're ending the video on a sweet note.
Today has looked nothing like we expected it to. That's okay. We're learning how to be flexible with our plans.
As per usual.
Yeah, it's definitely been a running theme, but it still has been a great day in Hong Kong. I think one of the things that has really caught my attention is everything here has a system. And let's be honest, for a type A person like me, that is a dream come true. So I'm excited to continue to explore and see what else Hong Kong has to offer.
See you next time.
See you next time.
You're literally glowing.
Cheers. It's funny, but you have to pull us up.
Oh, perfect.
It's moving a lot.
Should be good.
Oh, don't eat it. Oh, buddy. Ryan is buying wine from a lady and a boat.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Godspeed on your quest.
Nice little Bordeaux.
That's the worst joke I've ever seen.
And yeah, you're dying.
Let me try that.
What do I want to say? What did I say to you? I don't know what else I want to say.